who's been looking at digital marketing and affiliate marketing as a way to change your life around. Maybe you didn't come from a background of money, you didn't come from a rich family, there's no real business owners motivating you in your personal life, and you just worked a regular 9 to 5 job. I want to share how I was able to have my first $10,000 plus month online with digital marketing. And if you want to see the program that helped me do this, I'll have the website link in the description of this live. All right. Now, what I want to cover is this first. Some of the things that people struggle with when it comes to building an income online is the first, having the wrong mindset. So if you're not around people who support you and motivate you, wanting to make yourself better, you'll meet people who try to hold you back from going for goals that make your life better. When I started my online journey, I didn't come from knowing anybody who ever sold products online. It was a point where I had to figure out what to do because my last regular 9 to 5 job, I was only getting paid $10 an hour, but they went through budget cuts while I was also trying to get into music because I do have some credits in the music industry, but things just didn't work out. I ended up having to sell some of my stuff on Craigslist, started looking for other work. And this is when I made a decision. It's like, yo, if I don't do nothing, am I gonna keep asking friends and family for money? Am I gonna have to keep waiting for somebody to hire me for me to be able to take care of my family? So that's when I took digital marketing and making money online more seriously as a way to make money to take care of my family. You don't need to have any resumes. You don't have to sit through interviews. You don't have to wait for any callbacks. 90% of companies do affiliate marketing where you could get an affiliate link promoting their products and services, and anytime you make a sale, you earn a commission. All right. So the cool thing is that the way I've been able to make money online, I never had to create my own product, right? I didn't have to be tech support. And it's just like you get to employ yourself. So you could get started today with what I'm gonna share with you, all right? So I went from making less than $2,000 a month, hoping that music would work out for me, still nice with it, but that not working out, having to do a regular 9 to 5, that falling through, to learning how to build my income online with digital marketing. And thanks to this blueprint that I found last year, in my first 30 days of applying the strategies, I made $12,600. So I know what it feels like to be broke. I know what it feels like to feel like you're alone trying to build yourself up with nobody supporting you. And then I also know what it feels like to be in the right environment and you get all the strategies that you need to build a successful business. So the first thing that I do want to cover that makes us different is what I'm focusing on is becoming a certified reseller with digital products. So this is the Legacy Builders program, and I'm focusing on the Legacy Builders package, where one of the digital products is where you can become a certified reseller. All right, so I'm scrolling through some of the information, but why this is important is because digital marketing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's the ability to promote products and services online and attract customers using the internet. So when some people jump to digital marketing to make money online, they have like a get-rich-quick mentality. They don't want to learn. They don't want to develop any skill sets. They just expect to make money if they promote something. But then when they fail and they struggle, they don't admit it, so they blame other people. If your goal is to make yourself successful, you have to understand that it's up to you to develop the proper skill sets. So here, these are just some of the segments. We learn what is attraction marketing, understanding attraction marketing versus traditional outdated marketing, what is a personal brand, 3 simple steps to build a personal brand that attracts buyers, what is storytelling and marketing, the simple storytelling formula, crafting a compelling message to stand out, understanding the buyer's journey and how people make decisions online, very powerful. And then the 2-hour workday, how we're able to get all of our income producing activities done in just 2 hours a day. So we have the other 22 hours to do whatever we want. So this is e-learning. This is high level education. This is not a get rich quick scheme. There's no guarantee of income, and it's not for somebody who does not want to invest in their skill sets and their digital marketing education, right? So this is not for someone playing around. But you can see here, we also understand FTC guidelines and staying compliant, the do's and don'ts, also how to make income claims and share responsibly, right? So as an example, guys, when I go into my email, when I talk about being able to make $900 in one sale, I gotta respect privacy, but you can see here in my PayPal account, hello, James Famba, you see $900. And thanks to this blueprint, I was able to have one of my first $10,000 plus months. This is on Facebook. So from going from zero to building myself up, this is what I'm sharing. And I want to also show it's not just me. We had a member in our community. She made $6,300 in one day. All right. So this is something that anyone can learn. But the first part is it's about education first. All right. So I'm going to flip the camera. Once I was willing to get the proper education and know how to build my business the right way, I wasn't thinking like get rich quick thinking anymore. I wasn't thinking lottery ticket thinking anymore. I understand now to make money online, you need three things. You got to have a product to sell. That could be a physical product or a digital product, but you got to have something to sell. Once you have a product to sell, the next thing you need is an automated system that will help you build your email list. It sends out follow-up emails. If you ever heard the term, the fortune being in the follow-up, your system is what helps you do the follow-up. Once you have a system, the third thing you need is traffic, which is just people seeing whatever it is that you sell. So once you have a product to promote, a system to help you promote it, and traffic, that's all you need to make money online, right? That's all you need. But if you wanted to make $10,000 in a month, whatever you're selling does matter. So the program that I found, you see where I shared the education, becoming certified, that top package, anytime you make a sale, you get paid $900. So in the past, I used to play small. I never really wanted to invest in my education. Like many people, I just needed a way to get paid fast and take care of bills. But if you want to have a long-term successful business, you can't depend on hoping. You got to have real strategies in place. You got to have a real business mindset. So I invested in that, right? So now I have the ability to help other digital entrepreneurs who want to learn how to attract customers. They want to be able to learn high income skills and also get paid a high ticket income. Anytime I make a sale, I get paid $900. So the first step in me hitting my first $10,000 month is on promoting a digital product where I get paid 100% of the profit. It's called master resale rights. I did not have to create it, but anytime I make a sale, I get paid 100% of the profit. And my top selling product, I get paid $900. So now, if your goal is to make $10,000 in a month and you've never done it before, it's all about clarity. You got to set clear goals so you're not distracted by what other people are doing, because it's possible to hit $10,000 a month with anything you want to sell if you are okay with those numbers and you believe you can hit those numbers. As an example, right, I'm talking about a $900 package, but just so to make it clear, let's say you were selling something that's $100. If your goal was to make $10,000 in a month, you just need 100 sales. $100 times 100 sales is $10,000, right? So you could hit it. Maybe you're selling something for $50. Then you just need 200 sales in a month. 50 times 200 is 10,000. So as long as you're okay with the numbers, it's cool. But how I was able to hit my first $10,000 month is I was promoting a premium value product where I get paid $900 for one sale. So now you just do the math on that. 900 times 12 equals $10,800. So now I know how many customers it would take for me to hit 10,000, right? It's never about being tricked. You can do this with anything you sell if you're okay with the numbers. I've tried to hit $10,000 months before, even with $300 products. And as an example, if I make 30 sales, 300 times 30 is $9,000. Some people aren't making one sale a day. When I hit my $12,000 month, when you're selling a $900 product, it only takes 14 customers. 900 times 14 is 12,600. So it also let me see why people do high ticket digital marketing. In the past, I didn't know. I was thinking, yo, man, people can't afford that. Why are they doing high ticket? But now I understand. If you really want to create a freedom lifestyle for yourself, you don't want to have to grind to do it. It's hard to create freedom when you're playing small. It's much easier when you only need a couple of sales and it makes big money. So step one is I'm promoting a high value digital product where I get paid $900 a sale. Step number two is I'm using a done for you automated system that explains that product for me. So here's where people mess up when they want to make a lot of money online, right? You have to be willing to follow a proven process. And I know how it is because I came in the game a lone wolf, not knowing who to trust. And so it leaves you trying to figure everything out by yourself. And when you're trying to figure out everything by yourself, who do you turn to? YouTube. You're trying to watch free videos on YouTube. But then when you apply it, when you're stuck, you can't turn to anybody. And then friends and family, if they're not making $10,000 a month, you can't even share those goals with them because they don't believe it, because they didn't do it. So I went through that. So what I had to do was get in the right environment where I'm surrounded by people who are earning $1,000 plus in a day, $900 a day, where it's normal. It wasn't my normal at first, but I put myself in that environment, right? I had someone ask me the other day, hey, is having $900 days realistic? And what I told her, and you could check me if I'm lying, right? What I told her is, for me, I bought a $900 program where anytime I make a sale, I get paid $900. So for me, $900 days are realistic because anytime I get a customer, that's how much I make. It would be just like if you were selling an iPhone, right? Imagine if I gave you an iPhone right now and it's $1,000. How much do you make as soon as you sell that iPhone? $1,000. It's not a big deal. It wasn't trickery. That's how much the phone cost, right? So many times why some people can't believe they can hit a big number is because they're playing small. So you see, when she asked me, is it realistic to have $900 days? She's promoting a $100 product. For her to have a $900 day, she would need to make 9 sales in one day. So to her, it's not realistic. You see what I'm saying? For me, I only need to make 1 sale. So it becomes way more realistic for me. So it's about where you position yourself too. So this is why I learned high ticket is the fastest way to create $5,000 to $10,000 in a month from personal experience and trying. So step one, I'm promoting a premium value product where I earn $900 from 1 sale. Step number 2 is I'm using a proven automated system. You don't want to try to reinvent the wheel if you want to make big money. You want to do something that's already working, right? You want to do something that's already working. So here's what I mean. Let's say I came up with my own phone company, Famba Wireless, right? It would be a lot easier for you to sell the Apple iPhone than to sell Famba Wireless. Why? Because people are already buying the Apple iPhone, right? So if you think of a franchise, and this is why I'm saying you use a done for you automated system that explains your business for you. If you think of a franchise, right? If you got a McDonald's, you don't change anything about the McDonald's franchise. You leave the golden arch, you leave the M the way it is, you leave the menu the way it is, right? You don't change anything. You promote it as is. That's what a franchise is. When you look at a digital product where the products are already created, the price points are already created, they already have a target audience, and then the creator of the program makes a system that's already selling for other people, you don't want to change it up. I did this before, guys. When I first started, I was using my own automated system to make sales, to build my business. And I was getting sales, but I was confusing new people because they felt like, hey, should I use the free system that the company gives, or do I need to make my own system? And if you want to be able to have duplication and make it simple for people to get positive results, you want to follow a proven process. You don't want to change anything around. So step number 2 is use a proven system, right? You'll make sales a lot easier if you just stay out of the way of the sales process. Here's step number 3. You need to get traffic to your business. So the way I get traffic now is through creating short form content on social media, platforms like TikTok. Short form content works really well. I'll do shorts on YouTube to get like attention faster because shorts get views a lot faster than the long form content. But then I'll also create long form content where I document my journey, where I'm sharing what I'm learning, where I'm updating my audience as I'm building new followings. right? I'll update my following on what I'm learning. And then I'll put call to actions in my videos where I let people know where to go if they want the information. Just like if you want to learn how this program is helping everyday people earn an extra $100 up to $900 selling digital products, I have the link in the description of the video. So step number 3 is you need to get traffic. So step 1, promote a digital product. Step 2, use an automated system to help you sell that product. Step 3 is get traffic. And what we learn how to do is something called attraction marketing. All right. So I'm not bothering friends and family. I don't cold call people to build my business. I don't inbox hustle. I don't have to jump on the phone. All I'm doing is creating content that connects to my perfect customer, and then I direct them to an opportunity or a solution that can help them. So step 3 is get traffic. All right. So here's step 4 in the 5-step process that helped me have my first $10,000 plus month. Step 4 is you have to identify your perfect customer. This is super important because make believe you sell steak. You could have the best steak in the world. If you keep promoting your steak to vegans or vegetarians, they're not going to buy your steak, right? But if you promote your steak to people who eat meat, pause, right? It doesn't matter even if you don't have the best steak in the world. If they're hungry, they're gonna still buy your products. So you want to be able to identify your perfect customer. Here's an example, all right? When I first started online, the first program that I ever promoted that I found success with used to get paid once every 2 weeks, just like a regular job. I didn't know anything about the instant payout business model. I stayed committed. I finally was making breakthroughs. I had my first $1,000 day. I was making all of these promises to my wife, what I was gonna do when I finally got the money, how I was gonna pay off back due bills, take them out shopping, take them out to eat. And then 6 days in, because that company only paid you once every 2 weeks, 6 days in, the person canceled their business. I never got the money. And that's when I was like, you know what? How can I build up myself if anytime I make a sale, I never get paid? This is when I looked at the master resale rights business model, where anytime you make a sale, you get paid directly from your customer and you have access to your money instantly. That's the instant payout business model. So you still need to make sales. The only difference is there's no middleman touching your money. When I found the instant payout business model, this is how I was able to build my cash flow up fast and then have the money to do bigger things. All right, guys. So what I want to show you now is I want to go into this. Once you identify your perfect customer, step number 4. Step 5 is you want to create relatable content with call to actions. All right, relatable content with call to actions. So this is why even in the beginning of my live, I shared before I ever hit a $10,000 month, that was one of my goals, and it was a challenge to get there. So I didn't just jump into a $10,000 month. It was a challenge to get there. And at first, I believed in myself. I believed that I could hit a $10,000 month, but there were certain things that were holding me back, and I didn't know. Number 1, your environment matters. If you're doing digital marketing right now, can you see 10 testimonials from people in your business where they're making a lot of money? 10 of them. If not, then a lot of times you have to depend on your own motivation to take action every day. Imagine if you were surrounded by people who are getting positive results. It gets easier for you to show up every day because you see other people getting positive results. The community that I'm a part of, I see people winning every day. It helps me stay motivated to take action. Number 2, how many of you guys out there, you've had big goals to do digital marketing? You've seen other people make all of this money, but when you get started with them, you still start at 0 with no following, no customers, no real support. And if that sponsor doesn't help you, now you're at 0 still, and you might feel played. Imagine if you're in a community where every single day, a multi-millionaire gives you a daily video with an action step to follow. One of the reasons why I was able to hit these bigger numbers in my life that I've been trying to do for a long time. Hey, good morning. What's up, Gab? One of the reasons why I was able to hit some of these bigger numbers is because I'm getting guidance from a millionaire who's telling me exactly what action steps to do, right? So when I wasn't in this environment, Once again, I'm surrounded by friends and family, but nobody's having $10,000 months that I know personally. I'm seeing people online, but they're not like my personal friends. They're like my Facebook friends. You know what that's like, right? You have your internet friends that are making money online, but it's not like I have like my cousin who's making 10,000 or my older sister who's making 10,000. So when I'm looking at the people in my life, when I talk about making a big amount of money, it's a dream to all of us. Like, yeah, that would be great. Man, pray to God that happens. And there's nothing wrong with that. You got to pray for guidance. But when you get around people who are really making it, they tell you exactly how they did it. So it's very different when I found a mentor and I went big on myself, right? So the key is go as big on yourself as you possibly can. It's not to try to take your money. It's so that you can earn more as you're doing your thing. Because as you know, with most of these opportunities, if you could start at an entry-level package, they still have some high-value package on the back end. Some goes into the thousands of dollars. So what I love about my program is the top product package is just $900 one time, right? So step one, I'm promoting a $900 product. Step two, I'm using a done-for-you automated system that explains that product for me. I let the creator of the program do the explaining. Step three, I'm getting traffic on free platforms like TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. I love YouTube. How you do that is when you pick your platform that you're gonna build on, you gotta set clear goals on it. You gotta set your own clear goals. So let's say I wanna do one video a day on YouTube. In 30 days, I should have 30 videos. That's a marketing goal. The next step is identify your perfect customer. Not everybody can afford your products and services. And if you waste time trying to help people who can't buy your thing, it's not being rude. You're going to hurt each other. They're going to feel hurt because they're like, yo, you said you're trying to help me, but I told you I can't afford that. And you're going to feel hurt because you're like, yo, I'm trying to help you, but you think I'm trying to take from you. So now I'm not making money and you're not getting started. So we're both not helping each other. Remember, a win-win is when the person who wants the business actually gets started because they want the business. So we got to dissect who's serious or not. This is why what helped me have my $10,000 month is when I focused on education and I became a certified reseller. I purposely bought the $900 package. It wasn't forced on me. Nobody marketed me into it. I decided, you know what? I'm tired of playing small. I want to have a bigger life for my family. Every time I tried to do it with low ticket products, or even like when I was promoting a $300 product, 30 sales, I made $9,000. And that's great, but that's 30 sales. You know, 30 sales at $900 a sale is $27,000. Imagine if you made just one sale a day, and on average, there's 30 days in a month. One $900 sale a day, 900 times 30, 27,000. So I started focusing on helping providers. If I can help just one mom or one dad a day be in a position where them having a $10,000 month is realistic, I'm winning. If I can put them in a position where they're getting guidance from a multimillionaire, anytime they're stuck, they can get guidance. They got live tech support on Tuesdays. We have a mindset training on Thursday, right? Because this is about helping providers take it to the next level. You don't need another online course with more information. You don't even need more tools. You need implementation strategies. So as an example, in our program, we're currently having a 30K in 90 days success run, where every day for 90 days straight, we get a daily video with an action step. All you have to do is be coachable and log into our school community, watch the daily video, take notes, and then take action. Don't stay in information mode. You gotta get into do it mode. And yes, when it's doing the actions, if it's new to you, you will feel nervous. You will feel a bit scared, but that's you leveling up. Remember, every time you ever leveled up, it's when you did something outside of your comfort zone. Even if it was learning how to ride a bike, you know how it felt in your gut, like, oh. If it was learning how to skate, if it was learning how to tie your shoe, if it was learning how to write, draw, if it was learning how to drive, You know how it felt every time you did something new. If it was your first time going on a roller coaster and you were like, oh my goodness, oh, when you go down, that's the feeling no matter what it is. So you got to understand when fear is trying to trick you, starting your business is not going to take you off this planet. Starting your business is going to help you create that lifestyle that you want. So you can't let fear trick you into thinking it's the same kind of fear when a gazelle is running away from a lion, and if the lion catches that gazelle, it's lunchtime. It's not that kind of fear. This is because you're stepping into a new territory. So this is why being in the right environment is important, right? So when I focus on my perfect customer, I started focusing on a provider. If you're someone who you want to make enough money to take care of the people you love and be able to do the things you want with your time, you can't play small to do that. And most likely, you've probably played small before and you've tried to do it that way and it didn't work. You've tipped your toe before and it didn't work. So you already see people doing big. I'm motivated by so many different entrepreneurs in different businesses. The one thing I can tell you is every single one of them, they all went all in their business. Not one of them tipped their toe and they're just inspiring me from a toe-tipped position. Not one of them. So you're not even going to inspire yourself from a tipped toe position. Everybody who ever made a big breakthrough, they went all in. So how I had my first $10,000 month, I had to go all in. Here's what I know. When you go all in, you hold yourself way more accountable. When you go all in, you don't blame other people for things. When you go all in, you hold yourself to that. When you go all in, you're proud of yourself because nobody can play you. You know that little funny meme, oh, you still doing that little business? When you go all in, people can't play you and you can't play yourself. If you promote a $20 opportunity right now, you know that when somebody goes to McDonald's, that Big Mac, that 20-piece nugget meal costs more than your business. So most people are eating and pooping out more money than they spend on their business. So yeah, if you promote some low ticket thing, somebody else can play you about your business, or even you can play yourself about your business and let somebody troll you into stop promoting your thing. If you love your $20 thing and you believe in it, don't let nobody troll you out of it. But if you know that you're not playing at your highest potential and you're not where you want to be, this is what happens when you don't go all in. And when you tip your toe, it's easy to just quit and back out. So I went all in. I went all in. I'm either going to become successful or I'm going to become successful. I removed failure out of my equation. Some people, the only reason that you haven't started your business is because you're still allowing failure to be a part of your equation. So you're thinking about it. What if it don't work for me? What if it does work for you? Right? Instead of putting failure in your equation, what if it don't work for me? What if it does work for you? Even deeper, when failure tries, what if it doesn't work for me? For how long? If you have the right mindset about building a business, how long will you stay committed to building your business? This is also why I had to focus on high value entrepreneurs and become a certified reseller. I got tired of working with people who don't have the right mindset about business. If you're not willing to stay committed to your business for at least 1 year straight, rain, sleet, hail, snow, then you're not ready for a business. You're secretly looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, and that's why you're afraid, because you've been ripped before, because a marketer will tell you, hey, join this and you'll make money tomorrow, and you believe them, got started, didn't make no money, felt pissed off, and now you think people are trying to rob you. But you never looked in the mirror and said, you know what? Why do I keep falling for that? If I had a lemonade stand, I wouldn't make no money unless somebody came and bought a cup of lemonade from me. If I had a beauty salon, I would not make no money unless somebody came in that chair and got their hair done. If I had a barber shop, I would not make no money unless somebody came and got their hair cut. If I had a pizza shop, I would make no money unless somebody came in there and bought a pizza. So if in every business needs a customer, when will I look in the mirror and stop looking for some get-rich-quick scheme where I'm running away from recruiting? No recruiting needed. but I keep running into some BS, right? So I got tired of even thinking about that kind of mindset. So I focused on premium value. Who buys a premium value product? A business owner, somebody who has money management skills. If they have a business offline, then they understand how more affordable it is to start an online business. So I started focusing on entrepreneur-minded people. I started focusing on business owners, people who have offline businesses and they want to do something online. I started focusing on digital marketers and entrepreneurs who have been doing digital marketing for more than just 1 or 2 years, and they know the difference between having the right kind of support, the right kind of guidance, the right kind of mentorship daily. Because we all go through things, we all go through ups and downs, and if you're not in the right environment, you can be your own roadblock. You can have a bad day, and you can maybe think about that and expand that into the next day, and then have 2 bad days, and think about those 2 bad days and expand that into 3 bad days. Now you're thinking about 3 bad days. You could be blocking your own blessings. You could be, this is why we're having a mindset training. Your mindset could be the #1 reason why you have not had a $10,000 month online yet. What do you think about $10,000? Is it a lot of money to you? Is it a little bit of money to you? Do you think you have to do something bad to make $10,000? Do you think that you have to be lucky to make $10,000? What does it feel like to you when you say 10,000? I made $10,000 in a month. I made more than $10,000 in a month. How does that feel to you? If you made more than $10,000 in a month before, it'll feel normal. I love $10,000 plus months. They feel amazing. But if you never made $10,000 in a month before, how can you do it? #1, promote a premium value product. In my program, our top package, you make $900 in a sale. That way, you know the math. You only need 12 sales. 900 times 12, 10,800. Don't let the math or the numbers scare you. Put yourself in a position where those numbers can be what you can actually receive. #2 is use an automated system that's going to explain that product for you. There are people that want high value products. There are people that are looking to get into high ticket digital marketing where the price point is $1,000 and up. So our $900 package is like entry level high ticket. Let the system do the explaining for you. #3, pick the traffic platform you want to build on. The reason why I love YouTube is because when I first took action, I was able to document my journey. I show proof that I took action. I share why I take action. I celebrate the success of others. And then I make a call to action where I let somebody know where to go to find the information. And then I just rinse and repeat. If you check my YouTube channel, you'll see I've had thousands of videos up. I took so many videos down because it was like the same thing, just documenting my days. But I still have over 300 videos up, and you'll see where I'm documenting my journey. Sometimes I'm doing faceless videos where I'm just showing the computer screen and still making sales with faceless videos. But the 3rd step is to pick your traffic platform and to be willing to be committed. Remember, if you're going to make $10,000 in a month, this is a personal goal to yourself. This is a personal goal of you being able to break a generational curse. This is a personal goal of you being able to live a life of abundance finally. Instead of living in lack, instead of just having enough to pay the bills and buy some food and then you can't even treat yourself, finally making enough that when all of the bills are paid, you still got thousands on you. And you have the ability to do that when you stop playing small and you stop looking for a get-rich-quick scheme and you tell yourself you're going to stay committed at least 90 days. We have a 90-day challenge happening right now. Today's day 3. You could jump in right now and you could watch those last 2 videos because you didn't miss so much. But make a decision now. Your life doesn't change until you make a decision. So step 4 is after I pick my traffic platform, I identify my perfect customer. To me, a dad or a mom who wants to spend more time with their family and make enough money to pay off all the bills and live a freedom lifestyle, this program is perfect for you. It was created by a grandma who wanted to spend more time with her children and create a legacy for them. It fits. No monthly fees. You only have to pay for your product one time. 100% profit. So anytime you make a sale, you keep 100% of the money, which means you break even on your first sale. And then all of your other sales, you're in complete profit mode. No tech skills needed. You get an automated system that explains the product for you. We call this our freedom machine. And then we learn how to work our business, working only 2 hours a day. So we have the other 22 hours to enjoy life. This is how I'm doing my 2-hour day right here on YouTube. I'll do my video, I'll do a long form video, right? I'll create a nice little long form video. So I have my one long form video today, which was about the mindset training that we have coming up and how your mindset can either be helping you create a freedom lifestyle or holding you back. If you're afraid to invest in yourself, but you're not afraid to buy big video games or flat screen TVs, it's a mindset thing. You still maybe don't feel like you're worthy of big dollar days. And that's because of how we're taught to look at our 9-to-5 jobs. Look, my last job, I got paid $10 an hour. When I worked 8-hour shifts, I only made $80. So in my job days, if someone would have said, yo, James, I make $300 a day, I would be thinking, how? If I worked the whole 24-hour shift, that would only be $240. So how can you make $300 in a day? My mind, it never crossed to me, not one time when I was in employee mindset, that, oh, if you own something that's $300, anytime you sell it, you get paid $300. So you see how you have to shift your mindset? So my daily video, I did a video today about mindset. Then I create short form content, right? Short form content helps you get a lot of views a lot faster. So I'll create 3 pieces of short form content, a 10-second video, a 30-second video, and a 1-minute video. And then I'll go live for 30 minutes to an hour right on my platform. That's my 2-hour workday. You could build a thriving business on one social media platform. You don't have to spend any money on ads. The only money I spent was on buying my business. And I spent close to $1,000 one time. But that's why I'm able to earn $900 commissions. All right, guys? So if you're tired of playing small, if you want to end 2025 on a high note, imagine having a multi-millionaire giving you guidance every day on what action steps to take to grow your business. And anytime you make a sale, you get paid $900 instantly. If you want to participate in this community and learn from a millionaire, all you need is a smartphone, an internet connection. You got to be willing to put in at least 2 hours a day, and you could break that down however you want. I spend 30 minutes on creating 3 pieces of content. I spend 30 minutes on responding to people who reached out to me for info. I'll spend 30 minutes to an hour live, and then I'll create like fun content on my social media like Facebook, where I'll do like an edifying post where I celebrate the success of someone in our community making a sale. I'll share something that I learned, a personal insight. I'll invite people to check out our program. I'll invite people to our free webinar, and then I'm just chilling. The rest of the day, my content is online working for me, right? So if you're willing to be coachable, you could do this, guys. That's exactly how I had my first $10,000 month. Step 1, I found a millionaire mentor. Step 2, I followed their guidance. Step 3, I focused on a high cash flow premium product. So instead of the $100 program or the $300 or the $600 that we have, I chose to focus on the $900 product. All the value that it offers, becoming a certified reseller, learning how to market and advertise the right way, learning about conversion rates, understanding the buyer's journey online, things that help you build your business with the right mindset, no get-rich-quick thinking, and then being able to earn high-value commissions. So I just put myself in a position where I can have high-dollar days, and then you don't need to make a lot of sales in order to do it. So step 1, find a mentor. Step number 2, listen to your mentor. And then step number 3, focus on high cash flow premium value products. That's exactly how I hit my first $10,000 month. And then that's how I would do it over and over again, guys. So I know you can do it because this is something I didn't do before. So you just got to be in the right environment. You just got to have the right system in place. You just got to have the right mindset, and something that will help you with that is being surrounded by people who are earning the kind of money you want to make. So here's my final tip. If you have a goal and a dream that you're after, that you really want to accomplish, you can't listen to the people closest to you. And it's not because they don't love you, right? But it's because the people closest to you most likely do not live that goal and dream that you have. If they do, then yes, listen to them. But here's the quote. When you have a goal and dream, you don't listen to the people closest to you. You listen to the people closest to your goals and dreams, because those are the ones that are living the life that you already want to live. So guys, I'll see you on the inside. Visit the link in the description. Go to Daily Pay with Famba. Become a certified reseller and earn unlimited $900 instant payouts straight to your PayPal account anytime you earn, with a fully automated system that does the explaining for you, and no monthly fees ever. I'll see you guys on the inside. Let's get it.